Okay, still exercise 6A, question 6G. It's fractions. I always think, hang on, let's just think. If this was fractions, if this was 2/3, take away 3/4, if it was just numbers, what would you do as your first step?
You'd get the times the denominators to get the same.
Yeah, you'd times these denominators together to put it over 12, to put it basically over 3 times by 4. That is what you would do with numbers. Do exactly the same then over here. I am going to put this fraction and this fraction over 12. And I'm going to, I might as well put that one over 12 as well. Keep everything over the same denominator. Here, first one, I've times the bottom by 4 times the top by 4. 4 lots of x, take away 4 lots of 1. Second fraction, I've times the bottom by 3 times the top by 3. 3 lots of x plus 3. On the right hand side, times the bottom by 6 times the top by 6. Now everything is over 12. I could now then times everything by 12 and all the over 12s disappear. What I write down here will not be correct. I want to know why.
Because it's equal to...
Oh, yeah, that was an accidental mistake. Thank you, yes. That wasn't the one I had actually done deliberately. Thank you. Something else, though, is not correct there. Over here, this line here is treating this as one thing. That is effectively in brackets. You need brackets around there, because that minus sign is applying to that positive 3. So that minus and that positive will make that 3 a negative 3. So just be very careful there. These long lines in fractions are effectively brackets, and that's a mistake people will make sometimes. That minus applies to that positive 3, it will become a minus 3. Now let's combine the bits. On the left I've got 4x take away 3x, that's x. Minus 4 minus 3, that's minus 7. On the right I've got greater than 6x. Are most of my x's on the right or left of that inequality sign? Right. So let's move them all over there. Let's shift that x onto the other side where it becomes a minus x, 6x, minus that x is 5x. I've got my minus 7 there. Now, generally, people don't like these if x is on the right-hand side. So you can flip that. You can write the 5x down on the left, the minus 7 on the right, but you must make sure you are pointing effectively at the right thing. This is pointing at the 5x. That must point at the 5x. That line there and that line there are identical to each other. I have just reversed it. It just looks nicer, I think, with the x on the left. People prefer it that way. Now I've got to have x on its own. So what have I done to 5x if I just make it a single x? Divide it by 5, divide that by 5. I get minus 7/5. Can you check in the answers? We've got that one right, please.